As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's going deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a gain of 34. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He was taken down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the...
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The Chiefs.
Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
Derrick Henry, the ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
There's a 27-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Prescott from the gun. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Brought down at the 39-yard line.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Draw play. This is Henry. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 20-yard line. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. A 1st down carry for Henry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So after a rare misstep on this drive, they'll try to make amends on 2nd and 15. A shotgun handoff to Henry. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Derrick Henry on the carry.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 20-yard line.
1st quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Tyler Davison on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 9 now from the 21. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. shotgun now for Murray. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 12 yards and a Kansas City first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the gun, Murray. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brings up second
down and 3.
At the Ravens' 36-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 19. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Taylor, the ball carrier.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Again, the ball carrier.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Murray. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. And Zerline's kick is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. That one tossed Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
10 at the 21-yard line.
Prescott looks to throw on first. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Prescott yet again. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. It's second and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a 3rd and goal. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Zerline set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Again, it's Henry. It's a room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Running from the gun with Henry. And he works works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Prescott now from the 50. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Prescott. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 16. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Escaping the pressure right. He's good. And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 36 yards on the play. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Steps away to his left. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 22 yards there, a first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Murray now on 1st down. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
2nd and
10. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. They run once more with Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
3 brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run it again with Henry.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Complete. It's Henry. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
37-yard line.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Levi Wallace with a pick. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. After the turnover, here's Murray. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the 1st down at the 29. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
For the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, this was a clear day in September. I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Intercepted by
the interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault.
Number 28.
Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 36-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Taylor. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He dumps it off for Henry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Michael Gallup, his second touchdown on the season. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. So here now is Prescott as his guys will go for the 2-point conversion. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Ravens 8. Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Being chased out left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And it's taken in at the 9. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was looking for Jack Doyle, the Pro Bowl tight end. And now it's 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Prescott from the gun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Taken in by the tight end Doyle. 30, past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Derrick Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if you're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for 2 again. That's why teams are practicing multiple 2-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big 2-point conversions.
Matt Bosher is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. Here's where this crowd can really help make things difficult. It's 3rd and 3. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots. And that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. 4th quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Murray on the keeper.
Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up. And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team, privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
Tonight's final score.
Well, Charles, we saw a comeback bid fall just a little short, but give them credit. They were able to hold on, withstand that comeback, and ultimately win it by the slim margin.
And bottom line, when it's all said and done, they don't ask you how much you won by. They just want to know, did you win? And that they did.
So for Kansas City, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.